Yes.
Based on what happened last weekend with the CFA,
Yes.
is the league taking any measures to improve its security at games for the season coming up?
Definitely the league will, at the board level as well, discuss increased security measures. At the Digicel Pro League matches, each club is responsible for having adequate security, and at the level of the office and at the board, we will issue reminders and suggestions to the clubs and their members to ensure that we have security in place to take care of any unwanted activities which may be brewing during the game or after the game.
What do you think about the response of the players to what happened?
What do I think about the response of the players? Well, I mean, the league, the TT Pro League and the Digicel Pro League, we are committed to discipline, fair play, striving for excellence in all areas, and this is no exception. We will not condone any sort of indiscipline or, activities that are not in the interest of fair play and in the interest of setting a good example for the youngsters. So we will ensure and put measures in place to ensure that the league minimizes and keeps all indiscipline and all infractions to a minimum. Yes?
We keep hearing this morning
Yeah.
the 2010-2011 season, so that obviously we stretch it into
Yeah.
next year with regards to the league. Two questions on that. What was the rationale behind the extension of the league? And two, how does the league intend to sustain the popularity or sustain interest,
Yeah.
Because a change of culture. You understand? We are accustomed to the league finishing sometime in December. We have all the party and championship thing and February into December and all that.
Yeah.
How we intend to sustain interest into 2000?
Good question. And it is changing a mindset is a challenge, but we see no reason why it will not work. We are looking at best practices, and we are looking at putting the league in line with the European calendar to take advantage of business opportunities. For instance, during the summer vacation, which will be off, we will now be able to attract clubs from Europe and so on to come here, so we may have tournaments, and that can be a revenue spinner as well. That was one of the rationales for the change, as well as to be in line with the breaks taken in Europe and in the other leagues as well, so that players who have to go and clubs that have to go to play in the club championships and so on, there would be a break in midweek for them to do so, and there will be a break together with the international calendar, so that we will not have our clubs going in a different direction to the other clubs throughout the world. In answer to your question of sustaining the interest, this is why we're talking about community. We are reaching, it is my view that the community is the key, because when you look at clubs in, for instance, the third division in England, the football there is, and I might say Trinidad, the Digicel Pro League football is of a higher standard than the third division and the second division in England. And you still have thousands of people going out to support. Why? Because it's about their club. And if we now take heed to the whole concept of creating a community link with the clubs, with a community name, as I put to the board, having a community name, having players within the community, having a feel within the community, and the people within the community taking ownership of these clubs, then it will not be a question of it is Christmas time or it's Carnival time and we are not going to see football. It is our thing. As well, I'm saying that why can't we tie football into the Christmas season, into the Carnival season? There's a diaspora of people coming from New York at Carnival time, and they would love to see, they are always on the TT Pro League website, ttproleague.com, asking for information. They want to come to see games. So this will be an added opportunity for us to take advantage of people coming in and visitors, to have a look at the Pro League and our footballers. So we need to look at how can we make it work and not why it cannot work. We need to be more positive. We need to come together, meeting of the minds, to ensure that this, our own, our thing, that it works and that we get the requisite support for the efforts that we are putting out. But we must work hard and we must be innovative and creative and be up to date with the times to get the youth on board and to get the people of the country interested. We have to take this thing seriously. We cannot have people playing minor league football. That sends a message to the country that we are not serious about Digicel Pro League and TT Pro League. We have to be serious about our thing before other people take us seriously. If we don't take this seriously, how is a sponsor going to come on board to sponsor this, our league? It sends the wrong message. So I want to encourage the youngsters. Do not look at examples of people who act not in the interest, maybe not for any particular reason, but maybe a lack of understanding of the process. Let us encourage each other to do the correct thing. Let us support this initiative. So that at the end of the day, our children and children's children can come to play, can look up, see a pathway to professional football from the ages of 5 and 6 years old, and know that it is something that will last a lifetime, that they can hone their skills from a young age and tender age, and when they reach a mature age, be able to participate in a professional league where they can use their God-given football talents to play professional football.
We have 20 something.
Sure.
On the same topic, seeing that the league is extended now as a major financial partner in the league, how does this affect negotiations? Can we hear about a new injection of funds into the Pro League or something like that? We like to write about those things.
Okay, so good question. It's not necessarily going to be an injection or new injection of funds, because what we have done when we undertook the partnership with the TT Pro League, it wasn't a one-off or a one-year thing. We were looking at it down the line as a continuous kind of partnership. So really and truly, our partnership extends past 2011 or past 2010. So it's not something that, even though we did not foresee the way the season would run, our relationship was going to be ongoing anyway past 2010. And we will look past 2011 as well, and ongoing, because we don't tend to take on sponsorships and partnerships for, one-off or for short term, because we feel that, it's about building relationships, and we are committed to football and committed to building a relationship with TT Pro League. So it's something that will continue. So it's not necessarily new or, we will take it as it comes, but we are interested in, of course, building the partnership.